Well, I had a very exciting moment in the garden of Rosebank House because that is clearly something related to the potato or the capsicum because of the construction of its flower. But I googled it and it's actually called a devil's apple, and that doesn't sound like something a God-fearing family should have growing in their garden. Also, it's not edible, so what's the point? At least in the vegetable garden. I shall go and find out from Mum and Dad if they want that ripped out, because apparently it has some slight ornamental value, but I think on the whole that's something that should be pulled out. And come to think of it, if I just bring it to their attention, they might just pull it out for me, which would be really excellent. And I realise how lazy that sounds, but you know, it might have sap on it or something, so I think I'd rather let them deal with it. Well, our pumpkin patch seems to have done really well this year. I actually wish we'd put in a bigger one. I'm going to bring them in because I noticed a couple of them are starting to split, and it would be a real pity to waste them because they're not all that cheap in Aldi's or the supermarket, and who wants to waste pumpkins you've grown yourself anyway? So I'll bring those in and feel very pleased with myself, and if we store them down in the cool area downstairs, I think we should be able to keep them for quite a while. Well, this is really unfortunate. Dad said that I could move to Griffith on 2 conditions. Number 1, no baking. Well, we know that's a failure. And no cats. And I found kittens in the garden, and I'm in love with them, and actually so is he, because he's already said he doesn't know what we're going to do with them, which means he's feeling responsible. But considering we probably own the father, we probably sort of are. Well, we don't own the father just turned up actually, but we do know the father. I think we might. You're so cute, you're so cute, you're so cute. You're just so cute, aren't you? Yeah, you're just so tiny. You just look at your little tails. Aww. Just so cute. Aww. I think I'm in love. I wonder how many cats you can own before you qualify as crazy. I mean, they're so tiny. They're just so tiny. Is their mother, and why are they following me? Dad's going to be quite annoyed if they follow me home into the house. I know, but oh, I think Ruthie's going to be in trouble. So my conscience has been literally bothering me all day, because I said I was going to leave this for Mum and Dad to pull out because it might have some kind of... Oh, ow. It's got prickles on it. Ow. Well, I was coming out to pull it out because I thought that was just so nasty leaving it for Mum and... Ow! Mum and Dad. But actually it's got prickles on it. So I need to go and find some gloves. Nevertheless, I probably deserve that. Ow. So sometimes when you go to do the right thing, you don't actually get rewarded for it. We're looking for the kittens in the garden because we're a bit concerned that the mother cat's lost her kittens. Because we heard a big cat fight, so we're just a little bit worried. We're just making sure they're okay. I don't see them anywhere. Which is a bit worrying, eh? Oh, we're so pleased. We were a bit worried because we could hear a big cat fight and we couldn't find the kittens, but it looks like they're just hanging out by the spa pool. Hello, Mum. I won't come too close. Oh, you're gorgeous. Yes, you are. It's going to be really hot today, so I've put down a blanket and a bowl of water for the stray cat and her kittens. Oh my gosh, this looks so dirty. I need to give it a good clean. It's the outside shed shower. I think this probably used to have a pool. I wish it had a pool today. But we just thought they might need a bit of shelter. We're drawing the line at letting them come into the house, because the thing is that we don't want them to lose their coping mechanisms, because at the end of the day, if we decide to move on, we're not going to be able to rehome them like the Siamese job. So we just try and have respect, but at least I don't need to worry about them. And here, folks, we have a homeschool in action. Not the kind you're used to seeing, but definitely a homeschool. The mother is teaching her children to forage for food, and she's also teaching them about stranger danger, and she'll probably tell me to get lost soon, because she's a very good mum. And they're checking out Mum's book, Eating a Light Bulb Doesn't Make You Bright, which I have been told by several homeschooling mothers is really excellent. And I don't even find it as offensive as Mum's other book with me in it, which is I Told You Not to Climb the Cactus. And it looks like the cats are enjoying it. Look at that. Mum's teaching the children how to scavenge and mooch off humans. Anyway, oh hello. Look at this. Looks like we're having a little field trip. Hello. Mum's like, oh, whatever. How much damage can that human do to you? Anyway, do check out Mum's homeschooling book, Eating a Light Bulb Doesn't Make You Bright. I think you'll enjoy it. Maybe not as much as the cats. They're enjoying the jelly meat I smeared on it. This is what I should have done with Mum's books years ago. Hey. And in case you're wondering, yes, someone in my family literally ate a light bulb, and they're still alive. I would say they lived to tell the tale, but realistically, it's more like they lived and Mum told the tale in her book. Eating a Light Bulb Doesn't Make You Bright, Light on Homeschooling by Wendy Hamilton. And here you can see it being enjoyed by an actual homeschooling family. Yes. Check it out. You can get it on Amazon, wherever good books are sold, and our website at ZealAusPublishing.com. That's Eating a Light Bulb Doesn't Make You Bright, Light on Homeschooling by Wendy Hamilton. And I'm going to sign off now because I've got a kitten to the front of me and a kitten to the back of me, and I think they want cuddles. And I don't want to waste the opportunity. Just going to go up and see what Mum's doing. Oh, this is for you, Donna Farmer. Do you remember you made this quilt for us before we moved to America? Well, we've got the perfect place to hang it because, is this what, do they call it a stairwell? Mum, do they call it a stairwell? Is that what it is? Yeah. Oh, it's official, it's a stairwell, so it looks really pretty. And we still think about you and think how special it is. And we've got lots of our American and New Zealand friends' names written on there. It's a bit faded, but not the quilt, the writing, but it's still very special. And also for Donna and Charlene Newell, Mum went to a quilt show and she took pictures for you. So I'll put those in and you can have a look at those, just to prove she was thinking of you. And now we'll go and see what Mum's doing, because Mum should be a busy beaver and it'll be quite interesting.
Hello.
Hello Mum, what you doing?
What I'm doing is I'm lining in my pictures of my house line book.
Ooh.
And so that preparing them for painting. I'm going to start painting tomorrow.
Do you know what Marion Gradko said?
What?
She said she thinks the house lion will be expecting royalties.
That's probably true.
That's probably true.
That's probably true. He probably expect an increase of his jelly meat and his cat biscuits.
Well, he's already turning into such a big boy.
Oh gosh, yes.
I mean, I know he's quite a big boy, but he's getting bigger.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cat. There's more cat than first arrived.
I know, it's like we're fattening him up.
Oh gosh, yes.
Horrible thought.
Mm.
So when do you think this will be done?
Well, I've got
Pending Dad.
well, I've got 4 more to line because I've got them down here. These are the ones that are.
Oh yeah, he was traipsing all over them the other day.
Yeah, so I've got. I think there's about 32 for this book. So,
Oh, nice.
So I'm figuring that if I get them all the lines, get them all lined in.
Oh, you put the lines in with your pen first?
Yeah.
Oh, that's different. I put mine in last.
Oh, I do it that line. These are just. Yeah, I do it different to you.
Yeah.
These are just, you won't see these in the end.
Oh,
because
okay.
these are just my outlines. And because I construct, there's a lot of mess with the pencil work and stuff like that. So these are just cleaning it up as to where I know where all the things are. And then I'll paint over them and these lines will disappear. And then I will actually line them in with a hard black line because I do actually like the hard black lines.
So do I. The Unlucky Snails Go to France. That got written because Dad came up with the name. And then Mum's like, I am not writing that book. And I was like, Mum and Dad and they were like, yeah, you actually have to. You actually have to. It's such a good...
I didn't think I could think up a story, but I got one.
Yeah, it's really good. Anyway, I'll leave you to it, Mum. That's really cool.
See ya.
Bye-bye. So I'm just going to put some chocolate truffles I made into our tin. Look at that. No cane sugar, no dairy. Quite pleased with those. We've already been at them, so I made a few more than that. I thought about it the other day, I think I should probably say, because I make a lot of videos with my fingers getting into food and stuff, that although I'm not an actual germaphobe, I'm within the neighbourhood of one, so I wash my hands a lot. I just want to clarify that in case someone's like, ugh. No, believe me, I'm always washing my hands. And this tin is really special because our friend Ilza from South Africa gave it to us. And do you know one thing that gets really valuable to you when you live in another country that's not your home country is friends you make from other countries, because you miss your own culture terribly sometimes, even in a country like Australia where, oh, Australia is so good to New Zealanders. I'm very, very, very attached to Australia because of how good they are to us, but sometimes you really miss your own culture. And one thing that can really help is when you make friends from, it's so strange, when you make friends from another culture that's not even your culture, but then you realize there's this third culture which isn't your host culture and it's not your home culture, it's the culture of immigrants, where you get together and you talk about the things that are different, and even though the things that are different from what is different from where you come from. I sound like Sir Humphrey Appleby when I say that. The point is that it's very, very special, and Ilse is one of those friends, and we love her very much, and she means a lot to us. And look at this, she gave us this, and we just love it. Bake for it. Isn't that lovely? Love you, Ilse. Well, it's the end of the week, and the devil's apple's still in the garden, because I didn't find any gloves, and I ended up with a big prickle stuck in my finger, which I actually got out, but it was difficult to get out. So I think I'm just going to have to ask Dad to deal with it, because he's very good at that sort of thing, and sometimes it's best just to admit you're a wimp and send your father in to do battle with the prickly devil's apple, I should say. He really is a very good father, even if we have different views on the size of mosquitoes. More on that later. Look at this, you guys. Look at this little hole. That hole has been such a bone of contention between me and Dad, because I like to keep a piece of tissue stuck in it when it gets to evening, because the mosquitoes come through. for some reason, he's got all foul about my little piece of tissue. And when he sees the piece of tissue, he's like, why is there a piece of tissue stuck in the screen? And I'm like, Dad, because I don't want the big mosquitoes coming through and biting me, because the mosquitoes around here carry horrible diseases. And Dad's like, no mosquito could fit through that hole. Well, you saw the hole. Obviously they could. And the other day I was so happy because he rang Papa. And I heard him say, oh, Dad, oh, he was in here, he was in the lounge. He's like, oh, Dad, I have to leave the lounge. A big mosquito just came in. So I was so happy. And when he got off the phone, I went through and I was like, Dad, did a mosquito come into the lounge? And he said, it did not come in through the hole in the screen. And I said to Dad, you do not know that it didn't come through the hole in the screen. And he was like, but I think it was definitely a point to Ruthie on that one. And you know what? I don't actually want a mosquito to bite him because I love him very much, and the mosquitoes around here carry foul diseases. But if a mosquito could just bite him and I could know for sure that he was just going to get a nice little shiny bump that he would have to scratch or maybe put a bit of antihistamine cream on, I would hope it would bite him, because then he would know how wise my little piece of tissue paper actually is. So that was my small victory for the week. Quite pleased about that. So those are my chocolate truffles, and I will try and get them on the blog, just like my apple pie, which I still haven't got on the blog, and my pumpkin cake, which I haven't perfected. But there are a lot of recipes on there, linked to bio. Just look under Ruth's recipe, and all my recipes are dairy and cane sugar free, because otherwise I can't eat them. And I will try and get the other recipes up. I'm just really smashed at the moment. Oh, and if you have been leaving me lovely comments on YouTube, and I haven't been responding, it's not because I don't appreciate them. It's because I'm really struggling with YouTube, and sometimes I can find the comments and sometimes I can't, and I'm just doing the best I can to nut this out. But I do appreciate your comments, and I do love you very much, even if I'm not responding. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the daily doings at Rosebank House. I hope you have an absolutely beautiful week, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye bye.